So I bought some yarn. Big surprise. Knit Picks just had their big summer sale where like everything was up to like 60% off, and I ordered some, and we're gonna go through it today and talk about like what the plans are for making them. I figure there's no reason to beat around the bush. We might as well just get right into it. And I'm not going in any particular order here. Whatever I pull out of the box is whatever we're talking about. But the first thing is this Stroll sock yarn. I got 2 skeins of this. It's a fingering weight, I believe Superwash Merino. Yeah, it's a 75% Superwash Merino, 25% nylon, and it's machine washable and dryable. And this is the colorway Crushed Berry, which is their new colorway. I've never tried this yarn. I've never tried any Knit Picks yarn, actually. This is my first time ordering from them, so I'm super excited about this. I know that I'm gonna make socks out of these. I am going to hold them double and make DK weight socks out of these because that is all that I knit when it comes to socks. I can't work at that fine of a gauge because of joint pain. But with this colorway, it's so pretty. I'm thinking cables. I don't know why, but this color just I feel like would look really good with cables. That or something, maybe even a ribbed or like knit pearl texture would look really pretty. But that is the Knit Picks Stroll. It is super soft. Feels very squishy. I think this is gonna knit up really nicely. The only sock yarns I've really used are the Drops sock yarns, and this is much softer than that right off the bat. Right, the next thing I'm pulling out is a sweaters quantity. It's all in its packaging. I got 5 skeins of this Berroco Vintage, which I've used before. This is the colorway, I believe it was Acai. I don't see it on here, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's this really pretty dark blue. It's got a little bit of variegation in it. And I'm planning on making, I know I said a sweater quantity, I'm planning on making cardigan. I have the step-by-step cardigan by Florence Miller, the pattern downloaded, and I've never made it. So I'm kind of thinking that's what I'm gonna end up doing for this, but I don't know, I might also freehand something. That could be fun. But no, I've used this, I never finished the project. I used this to make a yun sweater in the Overcast colorway, which is a blue-gray color. It's really pretty, and I really like how it's working up, even though again, I never finished it. I started that like 2 years ago, so that's the kind of person I am, unfortunately, when it comes to knitting. I find it's a little bit scratchy for the most part. I find it very comfortable against the skin when I've tried on the yun sweater, so I'm pretty excited to have this as a cardigan. I think it'll be a really nice basic go-to to just throw on, and it's machine washable, which is necessary for me. I work with small children. I get all sorts of stuff on my clothes when I come home, so it would be nice to make something that I can actually wear to work. Yeah, I got five skeins of this, and they're 200 and something yards, I think. Yeah, 218 yards or 200 meters per skein. So that should be enough for me to make most cardigan patterns if they're basic stockinette, because I'm usually one of the smaller sizes. I am curious though if anyone has used Berroco to make any sort of cabled garment. I would love to know your experience with it because I've been thinking about it, and I would just really like to know how it kind of it blocks out, if in your opinion, if you've used it, if it's been a good fit for cables, because I really want to get into cables, but they scare me, to be honest. All right, moving on. We have a couple of single skeins before we get into another sweaters quantity of yarn. Again, I'm just gonna reach in and pull whatever I grab. Okay, this is the Brava Tweed yarn. This is a good acrylic, I believe. It's 97% acrylic, 3% viscose because of the tweed. I know I had a plan for this. It was some kind of gift, so even though I don't remember what it was going to be, that's what I'll end up using it for, as a gift. Make a nice hat, probably. It's this really dark, I would say purple toned red, which I think would be really nice for a holiday gift. I don't know if it's soft enough to be a baby item, but yeah, I'd probably opt for an adult gift with this. But it's, I think, a lot of yarn. 218 yards. It's 100 grams of yarn in this ball. And it was pretty cheap, I believe. I've been really into crocheting like a lot of textured beanies as gifts lately. Maybe I'll try and find a new textured hat for that. Or I'll knit something. But you can see the tweed is very like, what color is that? Beige, brown. It adds like a little bit of neutrality with the red. Again, I think it'd make a really nice color scheme for around the holiday season. Not the softest acrylic I've used, but not the worst either. It doesn't feel too stiff, despite the fact that it feels a little bit scratchy. Definitely has that plasticky feel that, I mean, acrylic is plastic, so it's always gonna have that, but it is machine washable and dryable, so maybe it will be a baby gift, who knows. Okay, reaching in again, another single skein. Oh, this is Wool of the Andes. This is the Superwash version. I got one each of the Superwash and non-Superwash in different colors. I am mildly allergic to wool, so I just wanted to get a single skein and use it to make something basic that I could gift, just to see if I can tolerate it on the skin. This does feel scratchy, but not, yeah, it feels pretty scratchy, actually. I don't know if I'd be able to tolerate it. It might be fine as like a hat, as long as I had my hair tucked over my ears. No, this colorway is really pretty. It is Delft heather, I assume is how you pronounce that. You can see like there's, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but there is some light variegation again. I guess it is a heathered yarn, and this is a weight for. I've not been saying the weights, I realized. And it's machine washable, on cold, tumble dry low. Don't know if I trust even a superwash wool to tumble dry. Even though it's scratchy, it does feel like it would hold up for a long time and do well in the winter, so it's definitely worth a try. And then I think there's only one more single skein in here before we get into sweater quantity again. Yeah, this is the non-superwash wool of the Andes that I grabbed. This is the color Noble Heather. It's this dark green. I think it's very pretty. It's not a color that suits me super well, but that's okay. Yeah, it feels about the same as the other one. It almost feels slightly less scratchy than the superwash, which maybe it's the acrylic plasticky feeling from the superwash treatment that's bothering me on that one, but this one's still scratchy. Also, weight for, it's 110 yards, and this one is hand wash and hand dry, which is fine. I'd probably make something for myself because I always feel weird about gifting items that need to be hand washed. I feel like it just gives people work to do. I'm not sure what to make with these. I could even, I don't want to combine them because one's superwash, one's not, but these colors do go pretty together, I think. If anyone has any suggestions for what to use a single skein of worsted weight yarn for, it's 110 meters, like I said, I think. Or 110 yards, not meters. But if anyone has any project suggestions, I would really appreciate it, especially something that could be gifted, since I do find it pretty scratchy. But man, I went through this way too fast, I feel like. And we've only got one more thing left, and again, it's a sweater quantity. Some of them have fallen out of the container. Came all in a plastic bag like this. This is the Swish Worsted. I'm just gonna put this down so I'm not carrying it all. Yes, this is the Swish Worsted. It's a superwash merino, I believe. Yeah, 100% fine superwash merino. So it's machine washable. It says it's tumble dry. Again, I don't trust any superwash merino or any superwash yarn to really survive in the washing machine. I mean in the dryer. Washing machine's usually okay. But this is the colorway Cobblestone Heather. I am so excited about this yarn because the sweater that I've been planning on making with it, I've been wanting to make forever. It is the Regina pullover by, I believe it's Knits is the designer. I could be wrong about that. But it's the off-the-shoulder sweater. It's inspired by, hold on, sorry, I'm gonna move this box out of the way. It's inspired by the sweater that Regina George wears in Mean Girls, in like when she's giving her final revenge and like throwing the papers all over the place. And I've always loved that outfit. Instead of a pure black yarn like the one that hers would have been made out of, I wanted to do a dark gray just because it's easier to knit with. But I also kind of want to make it in other colors in the future because it is a very like basic design that I feel like could be worn and dressed up and dressed down. I think I got 9 skeins of these. I should have gotten 10 probably. No, right off the bat, this feels very soft and squishy. It is still have a little bit of itchiness to it, but not nearly as much as the other ones, which makes sense. They're Peruvian Highland, even the superwashes. And this is merino, which, like I said earlier, I am allergic to wool mildly. I'm fine for a little bit, but after wearing it for a while, I'll end up reacting. Merino tends to be okay. Like if I wear it for long enough, I'll still react, but I don't know. I'm very excited to sort of explore some new yarns. I've been looking at knit picks for like since I started learning to crochet, 5 years ago, and I just never ordered from them. This, especially the Swish, I feel like could become a staple for me if it's as nice knit up as it does feel in the skein. By the time this video comes out, the summer sale will probably be over for knit picks, which is unfortunate. I was planning on ordering some more after this, but I don't need to. I don't need to add more yarn to my yarn stash. I'm already planning on trying to destash and stash bust in the next couple months because I have too much as it is, but I couldn't help myself with the big sale and the fact that, as I was saying, I really wanted to try knit picks. But that said, if anyone has a favorite knit picks yarn or has used any of the yarns that I've shown today, I'd be really interested in hearing what you think about it, what colors you used, what you made with it. And same thing, if you've knit any of the patterns I've talked about or have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. This was a super short video, so if you've made it this far, thank you. If you'd so kindly consider, I would really appreciate if you liked the video, maybe even subscribe. I would love to make some more videos kind of like this, just yarn hauls and talking about plans. It's been like a year now since I made my last yarn haul video. But again, thank you, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Mwah.